guys, how is it going? I'm going to do a review of the Grey Goo mod, which just came out for 1.3.2. Now, I hope you guys liked my intro and my background on my channel. Some people made it, and I'll put the links in the channel in the description. Go check them out and subscribe and everything. But we're just going to go right into this. So as you can probably see, I spawned into a Hogwarts map because I just like big building stuff to use this mod on because it'll destroy everything. So first off, I'm going to show you the crafting recipes for all the goos. Dirt right next to each other in the crafting table. You put two together, you get the green goo, and I'll get into more detail what they do later, but for now I'll just give a brief synopsis of what they do. So this one basically blocks every other goo from getting past it, so you can build like a house with this and you'll be safe from all the other ones. But you can put two goos together and get 8, so you basically have an unlimited supply of green goo, and they don't even work like goo, but whatever, I'm not complaining. Next, if you put one on the crafting table, it'll turn to red, and red basically removes every other goo. So if you have like a bunch of goo everywhere, you can just use this and it'll clean it up real fast. You put two on top of each other, you'll get orange, which is like sort of like green, but it can go straight down and go all the way down to the bedrock, and it's like a wall you can use to mine things out of and stuff. If you put 3 like this, you get white goo, which goes through the air. You put 4 like this, you get purple goo, which is it just eats everything, but eventually disappears. And it just basically like that. It's probably my favorite. You put 3 this way and you get gray goo, which is kind of like purple except that it doesn't disappear, so the only way to get rid of it is by breaking it or using red goo. You put 3 down here in the bottom or the middle or the top, whatever. You get yellow goo. It acts like sand, so you put them on the top and it'll like destroy every other block underneath it once it falls down. It's really good for mining. This one is also good for mining. You put the green goo in a T shape, and you get brown goo, and it'll basically just mine every single material except for ores like diamond ore, gold ore, iron ore, etc. You put green goo in a box like this with white goo in the middle, and you get a multicolored goo, which is green and white, which is the same thing as white except it grows faster. And white only grows when the sun can see it, so it'll basically keep going out. On the inside, it'll be dark though, so you can actually live in this because it won't grow on the inside. It'll be like an igloo, which is pretty cool. So next you put the gray goo in a box like this, and you'll get a tumor. So I'll get more into this later. This is going to be the very last goo I actually review. But now if you take the brown and put it into a T, you get a brown red, which is the same thing. It's an upgraded version, so it goes much faster and actually stops, so it won't eat the entire world, just in case you accidentally don't restrain it correctly. You put 2 like this, and it gets blue goo, which is, as you probably can guess, it eats water and lava. And so here, this is what I was talking about. So this is tumor. So you put tumor down, and it spreads like crazy, and it eventually spawns this darkness, which eventually spawns plague, and eventually spawns the Great Destroyer. Now this will take over your entire world. So yeah, I'll just save this for last. First off, let's look at the green goo and the gray goo. Okay, so the green goo doesn't do anything except for block other goos off. So you see it's in a box shape, and I put on the bottom, I put make sure no goo can escape. So now I have the gray goo, and I'll just put this in here, and if you click on it, it'll start eating everything. The only way to destroy it is by using red goo. I would have used purple goo, but I'll save that for later. And as you can see, it eats everything. It hasn't eaten the grass yet. See, now it has. Actually just took it over. It goes pretty quickly. Oh god, I want to destroy it before it escapes and just takes out the entire world. But it does spread pretty quickly, but not very quickly. So that's kind of a good thing, or else it's too late. If it'll take out entire sections of the world. Next we have yellow, which is probably my least favorite. It's not really interesting. Okay, here, I'll put this back in. So basically, I'll just put it down on the ground like this, and I'll put it like that. And so if you right click on it or you just normally click on it with your hand, if you see it spreads. So I'm just gonna go down here, and I'll show you how it acts like sand. So let's see this. This is weird. So you just hit this, and it'll start falling. And yeah, it's really good for mining though. So if I take the red goo, which is also good to showcase this, you're gonna put it right there, and it spreads really quickly, and it'll eventually despawn, and it'll just eat away at everything. This is really good for cleanup. But however, for the last goo, which is a Great Destroyer, it will not work. So moving on to the orange and to more of the green. I'm just going to drop these real fast. Alright, so we're getting closer and closer to the main part of Hogwarts. Okay, so now we have orange in here. And what it does basically is if you put it on the ground and then you click on it, whoops, you right click on it, it'll spawn Oh, well, you actually have to have green on top of it, so it'll know where to go. So you have you spawn over there, and you right click on it, it'll go all the way down to bedrock. So it's good for making walls really quickly. So you can do it in here just to basically, like, if there's like a bunch of goo coming, you just click it right there, and you click on it again, and you can just do this really easily. It'll go all the way and just like fill everything in. Yeah, that's basically it for the orange. Now if we move on, I'm gonna go down here and do the blue goo. And this one is pretty cool. It doesn't lag as much as I thought it would, because if it takes away the entire ocean at once, it'll lag like crazy, but it just does a little bit at a time. And we'll use blue goo right here. So the more you right click on it, like I said, the more it grows. So it's just gonna keep growing like that. And we'll come back to this later, because it does take a while to grow. It grows really slowly. Here, I'm just gonna start it off a little bit, get it going. Because the more goo there has, the faster it actually grows. There's more like blocks can take off after that. So see this, once it takes over a block, it just disappears and leaves it with whatever blocks underneath it. In this case, dirt. So see that, it just leaves it with dirt. But for now, we'll just get back to it in a couple seconds. I'm going to show you white goo. Now white goo is probably also another one I don't really like, but for the sake of time, white goo really grows slowly, and you need the sun for it. So one second. Okay, so you need the sun for it, and it really grows really slowly. So I'm just gonna see, that was me right clicking it. Naturally grows really slowly, so I'm just gonna use this one. It also grows really slowly. I don't really like it. Like, it's cool, I guess, if you have like a bunch of time, but look at that. It's really cool. I don't really like. I'm not gonna use this, but it's really good protection and everything. So next, I'm just gonna check back on the blue goo down here. Yeah, you can see it's eating away at everything really quickly. And with most of these, not all of the goos, but most of them, if you're really close to it, it'll grow faster. But if you're further away, it won't grow that much. And I guess I'll just, if I can remember, I'll get back to this later and see if how far it's actually eating everything. Okay, so for the next one, this one's probably one of my favorites. It's the brown goo and the brown red goo. So just like the white and the white green, it's like brown red is like an upgraded version of the white. And so we'll start off with brown red and then brown. Okay, actually let's start off with brown. So like this, like I said, if you right click on it, it goes all the way down to the base. I've already done with this one, so I'm just gonna go around with this one and just make sure, because if you put one of the goos in this, it'll just basically spread everywhere and it will not stop. And the brown goo, red brown, spreads really fast, and that's not a good idea. So I have to contain it properly. And let's do the brown one in here. Okay, I'll just put it right here. And then the red brown in the other one. So it'll be like that. Did I just try that? No, I didn't. Okay. So then we'll try the red brown, which goes much quicker. So it's a lot easier to use and everything. Oops. So yeah, look how fast it goes down. Oh God. Oh, okay. I must not have contained it correctly. I don't know where. Oh yeah, right here. Man, I should probably have seen that better. But with the brown red, because it goes so fast, it actually stops after a while, which is really good. If not, it would just keep going. And I don't know why this isn't growing, but oh yeah, it has to be under. It can't be through indirect sunlight. That's why. Yeah, I'll just find some cobble, I guess. And it eats away everything but leaves the ores, so it's really good for mining. It works really well. Like, I've tried it. I might do like a survival let's play on this, because it is really fun, and try to escape from the Great Destroyer. But you know, maybe not. Toggle downfall. Okay. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so let's see if you found any ores down here. No. If you were to keep going, you'll eventually find some ores. It's better for like a wider area, but for now, I'm just gonna do this little 3x3 hole. So, alright, so next one, we are going to do the purple one. So this is probably my favorite. It's really powerful, but it's not too powerful, where kind of like the Great Destroyer, but it will really work. But first off, I'm going to see this. Yeah, it's going to take a while to take away the entire ocean. But, alright, so this is the purple one. I went to the tallest building I could find, and here it is. So you got the purple and you got the red. I need to use the red goo, or else this whole entire map is basically gone. So I'm going to start off, I'm going to probably do this as a time lapse, because it'll probably take a very long time to actually like eat away at this. So if you start out with just one block, it's not going to grow that fast. So I'm just going to coat this with the purple glue because I don't want you guys to be bored for a while. At the time, even when going is just really fast, it spreads very slowly at first, but the more blocks you have, the quicker it spreads. Alright, so like I said, I'm just going to do a time lapse of this, and I'll fast forward a little bit. Just going to do a little bit more, and we are good to go. So I'm just going to get a good angle. Once again, toggle down, fall. There we go. Alright, so I'm just going to find a good angle to do this at, and here we go. Alright, I think that's good enough. So I'm just gonna check this out. It's lagging a little bit. I'm gonna spawn in some red goo. I already had some in my inventory. So I'm just gonna go over here and show you how quickly this actually like destroys the purple goo. Like, look at that. I'm not even doing anything anymore. Look at that. Any second now. But anyway, you know, it's pretty good. Purple. It won't destroy everything. It is kind of slow, but it's definitely going to do some damage if you don't know how to tame it properly. Like, this mod is actually very helpful in survival if you want to like get rid of an area or like mine something. But purple goo is not very like, you know, useful. But after this clears out, I'm going to go over and I'm going to be doing the tumor one. So tumor leads to the Great Destroyer, or tumor leads to darkness, which leads to plague, I believe, and then Great Destroyer. So I'm actually just gonna wait and just spawn the Great Destroyer, because tumor, it takes a good half hour for the whole process. And whoa, oh my god. Okay, didn't know this could actually spread so much. What is this? This is crazy. Okay, yeah, this is actually the white, not the white green, but the actual white. See, the white green is good for like quick shelters and will stop after a certain period of time, but the white, see, look, it already grew back right when I just walked in there. Yeah, it won't stop growing at all. I mean, like, oh my god, look at this. And you cannot destroy it except for by hand. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to start the Great Destroyer all the way on the other side of the map, and first I'm going to set the time, time set 0, and I'm going to go all the way on the other side of the map and do another time lapse. And hopefully it won't interfere with this, but you'll just see how powerful this actually is. So I'm just going to start it actually right here. Since the lower it is to the ground, the higher the stock is, and the more it lags. So I'm just going to start it right here. Start a little bit of it, get it growing, and then I'm going to start a time lapse from a far distance away. So let's try right about all the way back here. Alright, so I'm just going to zoom up a little bit. So this will basically take away everything. You'll see how powerful this actually is. And you know, the closer you get to it, the more it grows. So I'm probably actually going to start out right here, and then I'm going to back up slowly as the time progresses. So yeah, here's another time lapse. Alright, so that was very, very quick. It only took a couple minutes before it got out to here. And this is a problem with, not with the mod, but with Minecraft 1.3, where it just won't load a lot of it, but it lags a lot more than it needs to. But yeah, this whole entire sprout will keep growing for the rest of eternity, basically. And it will keep, yeah, I'm lagging a lot. I usually do not lag like this. But it will keep growing, and wherever you go, it just basically follows you. And it drops these like iron golems, but the texture is all messed up, as you can see right here. I don't know if that's just my fault or the actual mod, but they fall from the top, and wherever they walk, they create more of this, so more like sprouts will spawn. And eventually, the darkness or the plague will start to like take over the entire city or wherever you are. So basically, it'll take a couple hours, but this entire map will be covered in red and black, and it will. You're not safe from anywhere. Like, if you go in here, look how fast it's gonna be spreading. I'm just gonna jump right into here. And 1 second. Yeah, look at this. It's spreading way too fast, and yeah, I can't even jump in. It's lagging so much. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I'm just gonna check up on the blue goo real fast. And yeah, look at this. This is crazy. It's taking away all the water. And it is lagging a lot. So yeah, this mod, I really like this mod, but it does cause a lot of lag to happen. If you do use all, just if I was gonna use this mod, I'll probably just use 2 or 3 goos at the same time instead of using all these. It is kind of overpowered because you get the goos like an unlimited amount of them. But anyway, this is an amazing mod. Let me guys know if you want me to do like a let's play and like try to like run away from the Great Destroyer, because I think that would be pretty cool. I think this is the plague. Yeah, this is already spreading really fast, and it is going to be destroying the entire world. I have to get out of here. Actually, no, never mind. I was on the inside. Yeah, but thank you guys for watching this video. Leave a description of this mod in the description below. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.